Good afternoon, friends. One of the important judgment recently passed by Honorable Kerala High Court in the case of AIM trade links, whereby the time limit to avail credit in GST as per section 16 subsection 4 is being extended, and that too retrospectively from July 1, 2017 to 30th November of succeeding financial year following the end of relevant financial year. For easy understanding, let's say if we are talking about financial year 18-19, then the normal due date for availing credit as per section 16 subsection 4 would be earliest of due date of furnishing return under section 39 for the month of September following the end of relevant financial year, or due date of furnishing annual return, whichever is earlier. So in a given example, it would be 20th October 2020 for the financial year 1920. But you know that section 16 subsection 4 got amended effectively from 1st October 2022, and now this due date of furnishing return under section 39 for the month of September following the end of relevant financial year got omitted, and it is being replaced by 30th November. So thereby Honorable Kerala High Court by Honorable single member bench has held that retrospectively this date is now getting extended to 30th November. So if I go with this judgment, then for financial year 1920, for an example which I am discussing, it would be 30th November 2020. That is what this Kerala High Court judgment talks about. But this particular issue with this judgment, there were three issues. The first issue was difference of credit in 2A versus 3B. So this issue is long debated, and we have discussed at several times that let's say you avail credit in your 3B 10 lakh rupees, but in your 2A it is only coming 5 lakh rupees. So there is a difference of 5 lakh rupees. What happened? Whether your credit availed in 3B can be denied, and there are many reasons why credit is not getting auto-populated in 2A of the recipient. Reason could be that your supplier is wrongly furnishing outward supply details in a GSTR1. Let's say he is wrongly furnishing B2B supply as a B2C, incorrectly furnishing your GST number, or incorrectly mentioning place of supply, so interstate supply is shown as a intrastate or vice versa. He is filing 3B but not filing GSTR1. So many reasons that it is not getting auto-populated in GSTR2A of the recipient. And thereby we have seen a lot of scrutiny notices, so-cause notices, but Honorable Kerala High Court in this case is relying upon the circular number 183 dated 27 December 2022 and circular number 193 dated 17 July 2023 up to 31st December 21. So 2A versus 3B can be reconciled, match, a certificate can be taken, but otherwise in my many other videos I have concluded 2A is not determining factor for availing credit. 2A is not determining, and as per Honorable Supreme Court judgment Bharti Airtel, 2A is only facilitation, but nevertheless this Kerala High Court judgment is giving advantage of circular number 183 and circular number 193 only up to a period of 31st December 2021, for simple reason that from 1st January 2022 recipient need to cross-check whatever credit he is availing in 3B must be matched with GSTR 2B, and this is the condition prescribed under section 16 subsection 2 made effective from 1st January 2022. So summary is 2A versus 3B. 2A is not determining, as I said, as per Supreme Court judgment, Bharti Airtel. Even department has issued circular number 183 and 193 for such reconciliation and certification, and that is what it is being relied upon. But you should be careful about, from 1st January 2022 you must ensure that credit availed in 3B must be matched with GSTR 2B. So this is the first part. Second issue was section 16 subsection 2 clause C, and this is very interesting issue, that you as a buyer or recipient has paid the amount to the supplier, and your supplier defaulted, he has not deposited the amount with the government exchequer. So default lies with your supplier. Recipient is genuine and bona fide. He is having all documentation. He has made the payment to the supplier. Supplier defaulted in payment of tax. So constitutional validity of section 16 subsection 2 clause C was challenged, and here it was stated, petitioner side, they have said that we have paid the amount to the supplier is not depositing, so this is one payment. And secondly, if this credit is not given to the buyer recipient, then what happened? It is double taxation. So Honorable Kerala High Court first of all has held constitutionally valid. Section 16 subsection 2 clause C is constitutionally valid and relied upon pre-GST era Bombay High Court judgment Mahalakshmi Cotton case. And in GST regime, they have relied upon Patna High Court judgment Astha Enterprises. And they are saying unless government get this money, revenue, which is being defaulted by the supplier, how buyer can take credit? Even though buyer has said that initially they were having challenge, even they were not knowing that supplier even after collecting the tax is not depositing the tax, because GSTR 2A came into the picture sometime beginning of 2019. So having said all these arguments, nothing is being considered. It is being held constitutionally valid. But my submission, and this is an important submission, can you really demand reversal from the buyer, from the recipient? To my mind, I have prepared many other videos which is there on my YouTube channel, which you can go and watch. Section 41 subsection 2 read with Rule 37A. Section 41 subsection 2 was prospective one, notified from 1st October 2022. Rule 37A got notified only from 26th of December 2022 as per this provision. For default of supplier of non-payment of taxes, a reversal can be demanded from the buyer, from the recipient. But this was prospective provision. So meaning thereby, prior to 1st October 2022, there was no provision for reversal to be made by the buyer, recipient. How government can demand reversal for the prior period, prior to 1st October 2022? In all such cases, they must and they need to investigate and initiate proceedings against the defaulting supplier. When provision is made effective from 1st October 2022, 41 subsection 2 for reversal of credit by buyer for non-payment of taxes by supplier, then for past period, quite obvious, department cannot demand reversal from the buyer. So this point is not yet being considered. Neither it was considered in Astha Enterprises, in Patna High Court judgment, nor this is being considered in the Kerala High Court judgment, which I am referring to. So this is the second point, even though it is being held constitutionally valid. Now coming to section 16, subsection 4. This is a big debated topic, pan-India. And now this Kerala High Court has got some limelight. When it has come to the public domain, it was all circulated in the market that this particular judgment talking about extending the time limit to avail credit, that too retrospectively, to 30th November of succeeding financial year, following the end of relevant financial year. So this got widely spread. Now here, Honorable Kerala High Court has first held this section 16 subsection 4 is constitutionally valid. First they are saying it is constitutionally valid. They are saying GST credit is only concession or benefit. It is not your vested right. Unless you satisfy the condition, it is not your vested right. And to this argument I agree that it becomes vested right only when we satisfy the condition. No denial to it. But we all know that section 16 subsection 4 is under challenge before Honorable Supreme Court. SLP is being filed, pending before Honorable Supreme Court. Notice is being issued to the revenue for filing counter. Next date is fixed on 8th of July 2024. Now, having said that, what Honorable Kerala High Court single member bench has relied upon, they have relied upon the judgment of AP High Court, Thirumalakonda Plywood. They have relied upon Patna High Court judgment, Govinda Construction. They have relied upon division bench of Honorable Kerala High Court judgment, which is Nahasukur division bench judgment. And as per that, they are saying that section 16 subsection 4 is constitutionally valid. But petitioner have represented and they have said, when section 16 subsection 4 provision got amended from 1st October 2022 and as against due date of furnishing return under section 39 for the month of September following the end of relevant financial year got omitted and amended to 30th November, it is clarificatory in nature. It is procedural. So benefit must be extended with retrospective date. Only to this argument Honorable Kerala High Court has agreed upon, and they have said that this time limit can be read as 30th November of succeeding financial year following the end of relevant financial year, even though it made effective from 1st October 2022, but being procedural, being clarificatory in nature, it can be considered. So maybe you are getting a little relief from this single member bench, but can we say it is giving real advantage to all of us together? With due respect to Honorable Kerala High Court, I beg to differ. For the simple reason, first, even division bench judgment came in 23 and they have not considered this plea, which is being considered by single member bench. First point. Second point, this matter is sub judice before Honorable Supreme Court, then at least single member bench could have waited for the judgment of Honorable Supreme Court on those lines. Third, coming to the important aspect, if they are saying that the time limit got extended to 30th November, starting from July 1, 2017, then for financial year 17-18, if I look at the provision of section 16 subsection 4 then existing, then that would be 20th October 2018, am I right? Which as per this judgment would be 30th November 2018. Not a case, because for 17-18 there was special order, and as per special order time limit was extended to 31st March 2019. So even though this order is saying 30th November 2018 is of no relevance, you can take the advantage of special order passed for availing credit and which is up to 31st March 2019 for financial year 17-18. First point. Second point, you know AP High Court judgment. What was AP High Court judgment? In the case of Thirumalakonda Plywood, issue was petitioner GSTR 3B for the month of March 2020. So relevant financial year is 1920. He was supposed to file as per the provision of section 16 subsection 4 by 20th October 2020. He could not file. He filed on 27th November 2020. If I look at the judgment of this Kerala High Court single member bench, and it is extending till 30th November, then what happened? 30th November 2020, well within. So he filed 3B on 27th November 2020. So at least he must get the advantage, but this AP High Court judgment is sub judice before Honorable Supreme Court now, because of constitutional validity. So what would be the relevance of this Kerala High Court judgment in this regard? First, going continuously on this argument, March 2020, we all know COVID came for every one of us in India, worldwide. March 2020. And we know many writ petition got filed, and we have filed writ petition in different high court and challenging the notification, various notification which is being issued under section 168 capital A, like notification number 9/2023 central tax, 31st March 23, 56/23 central tax dated 28th of December 23. We all are challenging that these notification which is giving power to extend the timeline for passing the order under section 73 subsection 10. So all non-fraud cases passing the order extending the time limit on the pretext of COVID-19 in 23, we all are challenging. I'm only creating a point here for digest for my all viewers. For March 2020 3B, he filed on 27th November 2020 in the case of Thirumalakonda plywood. Why government has not given any extension when they are taking the advantage of same COVID-19 which was prevalent for both the thing, both taxpayer and tax department. Tax department taking the advantage. They are taking the advantage of this COVID-19 in 23 in the name of COVID-19. They have reduced staff, staggered timing, exemption of certain employees to attend the office. They could not undertake scrutiny, assessment and audit, and these are the argument which is being considered by GST Council. My humble submission to GST Council would be how the Council can be so biased that COVID-19 is being considered for giving extension in time period for issuance of order under section 73, but the same is not being considered for extending the time limit to avail credit of March 2020 when COVID came for all of us together. Was it not a reason? Is it not a discrimination? Was it not violative of Article 14? I'm just putting these pointers to all of you. But I'm saying that this Kerala High Court judgment which has come, though it is talking about constitutionally valid and extending time limit retrospectively to 30th November, but this judgment need to be read in correct perspective. So I've given my different view on this judgment, but nevertheless, the important aspect would be our discussion on 16 subsection 4. I'm again telling you this matter is sub judice before Honorable Supreme Court. So whatever decided by Honorable High Court, they could have waited till the time Honorable Supreme Court decide the matter. So I'm finding no relevance in terms of what Kerala High Court decide on section 16 subsection 4 when matter is sub judice before Honorable Supreme Court. But I've discussed a different proposition also. For 17-18 it is 31st March 2019. For 19-20 March 2020 GSTR 3B, why time limit was not extended when COVID-19 existing for both of us, tax department and taxpayer? Why COVID-19 playing important role for the department and for GST Council and taking cognizance of same? They are extending time for passing the order under section 73, and those notifications are under challenge. Of course, we have prepared separate video on section 168A. Stay tuned. The detailed video is made on section 168 capital A, different notification and way forward what is going to be, and I'm damn sure that matter will also travel to Honorable Supreme Court. So lot of things on GST perspective. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.